God and his son, Yahushua, the ignorant world calls Jesus. His name is not Jesus, his name is Yahushua, a Mashiach. I am Officer Stephen.
I am Soldier Yona.
And the title of the class today, Pop Off Wednesday, is Birthdays is Death. I'm going to say that again. Birthdays is death. Because a lot of us, that's the number one pagan that the whole earth celebrate their birthdays. The Most High God did not told us not to celebrate birthdays. Who told us that we can celebrate birthdays? The heathens. You so-called white man, you so-called African man, you so-called East Indian man, Arabs, Israelites, all them heathens, because the Israelite want to do what the heathen do. But the Most High God told us not to do what the heathen do. We cannot celebrate birthdays. I know we growed up in that. It was taught to our great grandmother. It went down to generation to generation to generation to generation. And you got to understand, when you read Matthew, Luke, John, and Mark, Christ never celebrate birthdays. He never celebrate his birthday when he was on the earth. Christ was on the earth for 33 years. In the Bible, it never said that Christ celebrate his birthday. So what we got that from? How we come up to celebrate this special day? Everybody have a special day. When their birthday comes, what they do? They want to go to the liquor store. They want to go get them a bottle. They want to go get their friends together.
Oh no,
like
the new thing is
right.
Put it up, put your Cashapp up and hope somebody send you some money. You know, instead of getting that dollar or something pinned on your shirt, now we just, hey, don't hit that Cashapp up.
Right. Now it's a new thing. See, back then we was coming up, we didn't have a Cashapp. We had people come and put dollars on your shirt.
And that's how you knew it was somebody's birthday. That was the announcement.
Exactly. You knew somebody's birthday or that person. Hey, today is my day. Where you can find that and say that day when you was born, that you supposed to celebrate that?
Now, as holy as the Christian church supposed to be, what happened to, no, today is the Lord's day.
Right. Because
they'll say that any other time. Today is the Lord's day. Today is the day the Lord gave us. And all of a sudden, when it's your birthday, that ain't the Lord's day no more.
It ain't the Lord's day.
Yeah.
Right.
That's my day.
Come. So you said that's my day. Christ didn't say that. The Heavenly Father didn't tell us to celebrate my day. Because this here is a major problem. Do you telling the children, it's for the kids. Even the kids can't even celebrate birthdays. Because when they keep doing that, when they have kids, that thing is going to keep passing down to generation to generation. We're trying to what? Destroy that.
And that's how you know it's taught. A child ain't worried about no birthday. You got him expecting something. Because then when they get older, their birthday come, they all sad when they can't get something.
Right.
Oh, ain't nobody getting no money. Especially for a young black man, when you turn 18 and them envelopes don't show up no more, you set the child up for depression.
For real. You know what I'm saying? Israel, we have to come out of this. We got to come out of the white man pagan holiday. We got to come back to the holiday that the Most High God give us, the righteous holiday.
Because your child shouldn't be sitting there depressed because you couldn't get nothing on July 6th. Because that's the day they came out. You've been provided for 365 days every day of the year.
Right.
Now all of a sudden you got to break your bank, go into debt. You do this twice a year, depending on how many kids you got. That's why people stay broke.
Exactly.
You spend all this money all year buying clothes, shoes, socks. You got school clothes you gotta buy. Ain't that, outside clothes, school clothes, but no, I need a birthday outfit.
Yep.
Oh, let me buy this chain. Christmas come around. Oh, you really going in there. You burning up every credit card in the house. Can't even pay your rent. Because you talking about, I didn't want them to have nothing under the tree. I'd rather have something in my pocket.
Right. And then, on top of that, and every year on Christmas, they say that's Christ's birthday. And I can't never find that in the Bible, that Christ was born on the 25th of December. So who made that up? The so-called white man. And you know who was the Christmas present when we was in slavery? You were.
That's right.
You was the gift. They was passing you to their cousins, to their friends.
Christmas wasn't a good day on the plantation.
Exactly.
That might be the day your whole family gets separated.
Exactly.
Give little June Bug and Aunt Cindy and them. They lost their little nigga boy. They need a new one.
So that's what today we talking about today. Birthday is dead. Because anything is not doing what the Most High told us to do, it is dead. Give me the first precept, because this is my favorite precept. Give me John 8:32.
This is the book of John, chapter 8 and verse 32. And ye shall know the truth.
He said, ye shall know the truth. Because me and Soldier Yonah is going to come out and tell you the truth about birthdays, about anything that is not of the Most High God. It is dead. Read up.
And ye and the truth shall make you free.
He said the truth shall make you free. Meaning what we finna get in these scriptures, we finna give to you, and we want you to open your Bible and follow us while we go into these scriptures. Precept on precept. Precept on precept. Line on line. Here a little and there a little. We finna, and the truth shall make you free. You cannot do birthdays. The second precept is going to be Revelation 18:4. Everybody go to Revelation 18:4. We're going to hear what God said, what he said. You got to have an ear to hear what the Most High say. Read.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 18 and verse 4. And I heard another voice from heaven.
He said he heard another voice. So you heard another voice. It's that the Most High God is speaking. Read.
Saying, come out of her, my people.
He said what?
Come out of her, my people.
He said stay with them.
Come out of her, my people.
He said come out of her. Come out of the ways of the other nation, of the so-called white man, the heathen nation. He said, come out of the other nation. Come from out from their ways. Come from their pagan holiday. Read.
Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sin.
He said, come out of her, and so you won't be a partaker of her sin. You know the sin what he talking about, with everything they push on us. They tell like they just celebrate 4th of July. Now it's another holiday coming up. It's Labor Day, and I'm pretty sure most of the Israelites is going to be celebrating a Labor Day. Then you have another after that is Halloween Day, and then you after that you gonna have what? Thanksgiving. And then after that, it's going to be what? Christmas.
No, just call that what it is. A Saturnalia, a celestial event. You know, that Greek paganism orgy.
Right.
That's what it is. A pedophilic orgy. Where you're giving, there's more to it than just that gift giving.
Get right.
So if you really like Christmas, go on get drunk, give up that booty when you get that gift.
Exactly.
That's what it's about.
Because that's what it's all about. See, everything they push on us, it's a meaning behind everything they did. We have to wake up and get into the word. And the Most High said, I'm going to bring back all your remembrance what your enemy did to you.
That's right.
So one of them, he told us, the enemy told us to what? Celebrate birthdays. Give presents to everyone on a special day. And the Most High said, give presents every day.
Every day.
See what I'm saying? We finish that out.
Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plague.
Receive what?
Not of her plague.
See, you got to come out of the American plague. You got to come out of the sin of America. If you don't, you will get the same thing that the America gonna get.
Now, if y'all don't know what a plague is, let me break it down to you. See, they like to call it pandemics.
Right.
SARS was a plague.
Right.
Swine flu was a plague.
Right.
Bird flu was a plague.
Right.
Now let's get to some plagues that hit a little deeper than home. Hey, all these STDs y'all catching out here, that's a plague. That's a disease. You run around here doing unclean things, wondering why you got trichomonas, syphilis, herpes, gonorrhea, chlamydia, all that. That's plagues.
That's plagues. Because if you wanna to come, the Most High telling you, come out from the America, come from out from their ways, and come back into the Most High God way. Learn His way. And His way is what? Life. But if you want to learn, if you want to stay up under the white man and want to continue to do his way, it's death.
And they prove that in their medicine.
Right.
HIV is supposed to be killing you. They ain't trying to cure it. They commercial straight say, take this medicine so you can continue living your life the way you are. Obviously, how you living your life caused the problem.
That's right. Because they telling you, look, you got AIDS, take this pill, and continue to do what you do. Continue to have sex. But they boosting you up to do this. They not telling you, hey, look, you got AIDS, don't do no more sex. But they telling you, take the pill. Take the pill.
Yeah, they're not trying to group people up. There's no dating site for people with HIV so y'all can keep the virus contained. They want y'all to spread it because they drug dealers just like drug dealers.
Exactly.
They need as many customers. They go on, take this pill.
Exactly.
I'm telling you, it lower you to where you undetectable. You won't pass it on, but it's still spread.
Right. Because let me break this down. The Most High, any disease is on this planet, the Most High got a plan for it.
That's right.
He got a plan for AIDS. He got a plan for cancer. He got a plan for any disease is going on or anybody have. But the so-called white man, because he said, I given the earth into the hand of the wicked, because the wicked is ruling this place. All they doing is making their own drug so they can continue, so you can continue to take, and it's not doing nothing for you.
And you
Nothing.
You know what to do with the stuff that can really help you? They tell you it's a weed, so you can spray
Right.
it and kill it. All the natural stuff that ain't gonna have you sick, vomiting, doing more damage to your body, they don't
Right.
want you to know about that. That's considered like dandelion. Dandelion, that little yellow thing they grow in your yard, one of the best heart herbs you find in the world. But
Right.
they tell you it's a weed, and they want you to kill it. Because if the heart people, if you out here treating yourself with dandelions, you don't need their high blood pressure medicine.
Right.
You don't need their heart medicine. Because our God is so good, most of what we need can grow right in our backyard.
Right.
We lost knowledge. We don't know what to look for. Our grandparents, that's why it was called home remedies.
Right,
They knew
right.
what plants, what roots to go get.
Come.
That was going to help your asthma, clear up your allergy, get rid of that eczema, lower your high blood pressure. They feed you to kill you. And
Yep.
then the medicine that they is supposed to help you is worse than what's killing you.
Killing you. Because you know what I'm saying? Because what they doing is they got their own little medical thing going so they can make money. They got the cure. Because our people came up with the cure, but they killed them and take the cure. And then if you got millions of dollars, you can pay millions of dollars for the cure. Just like Magic Johnson. He had AIDS. They say he had the virus. Now he don't have the virus because it was an Israelite, Dr. What's his name?
See,
Yeah, Dr. Seeley. He came up and came up with the cure for AIDS.
not just AIDS,
And
cancer.
cancer and everything else. But he said he was telling them, now this for my people. I'm gonna give it to the people. No, they told him, no, you ain't not gonna give that to the people.
And you know it's true because that man went to court twice.
Yep.
The government tried to sue him, tried to lock up, saying he's lying. They had to let the man go on both accounts.
Mm-hmm. Give me Proverbs 3:31.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 3 and verse 31.
Read.
Envy thou not the oppressor.
What the Most High said,
Envy thou not the oppressor.
he said, even thou not the oppressor. Don't envy the white man. Because he's doing good and you know what I'm saying, and you see him, you know what I'm saying, living in the best life he living. The Most High said, even thou not the oppressor. And what?
And choose none of his ways.
And choose none of his ways. Don't try to choose the white man way. The white man way is dead. The Most High said, come and choose my way. He said, my way, you come to keep the law, statute, and commandment, and you will live. If you leave it, give me Baruch 4:1. Give me Baruch 4:1.
I got you. I'm going to precept that with just to remind you what the Lord said. Because we go Proverbs, the first thing he said was Proverbs 3:1.
Right.
My son, forget not my law, but thine heart keep my commandments.
He said, keep his commandments. He didn't tell you to go and do what your oppressor do. He didn't tell you that. Because the Most High said, you come to keep my law, statute, and commandment, it will give you life. And everybody talking about, I'm living my best life. I'm living, right now, me and Soda Yona, we are living our best life because, well, we keeping the law, statute, commandment of the Most High God.
All praise.
Y'all in the world talking about, I'm living my best life because y'all making money. Money is nothing. I'd rather have the law, statute, and commandment than money. Because when you have money, you have what? Problems.
Chasing that bag, what you're doing is chasing
That's all you're doing.
chasing sin.
Give me that.
This is the book of Baruch,
Uh-huh.
chapter 4 and verse 1.
Uh-huh.
This is the book of the commandments of God.
He said, this is the book of the commandment of God. I thought all the commandment was done away with. See, you heard this from the Most High God mouth. He said the Bible The book is the commandment of the Most High God. Read.
And the law that endureth forever.
He said, and the law endure forever. So you got to do the law so you can endure it forever. Read.
All they that keep it shall come to life.
What?
All they that keep it shall come to life.
The Most High telling you, if you come and keep the law, statute, and commandment, you will come to life. So the life that you living is a delusion. That's not real. Read that again, huh?
All they that keep it shall come to life.
It said, all they shall keep it. You got to keep the law, statute, and commandments. Read. Watch this.
But such as leave it.
He said, such as leave it. If you leave the law, statute, and commandment and want to go follow the so-called white man because he living his best life, what's going to happen?
But such as leave it shall die.
You shall die. If you leave the law, statute, and commandments of the Most High God, you shall die. That's two options. That's it. I don't see a third one. I don't see a fourth one. I don't see a fifth one. I just see two options. He said, keep the law and live, or you leave the law and you gonna die. I'm sorry. It's the Most High just telling you plainly. That's plain Jane. That's straight lace, no trace. He didn't sugarcoat it. He telling you, if you leave these laws that I'm giving you, and you want to go and follow your oppressor, the so-called white man, because you think he's living in the best life, he said, death gonna come to you.
You know what? I'm gonna give it to him another way. I'm gonna precept that with Baruch 3 and 9.
Read.
Because he said same thing but a little different.
Read.
Hear Israel.
He said, now he's talking about the whole Israel. He ain't talking about just one tribe. He's talking about all the nation of Israel. He ain't talking about the heathen. Read.
The commandments of life.
He said the commandment of life. So God commandments and law is still here.
That's right.
Read up.
It says, give ear to understand wisdom.
He said, give ear. Quit running your mouth. He said, give ear. Be quickly to listen.
That's right.
And get the wisdom and understanding what the word of God's saying. What?
Give ear to understand wisdom. You know, because up there he said, this is the book of the commandments and the law that endure forever. All that keep it shall come to life. Then in 3 and 9 he said, hear Israel, the commandments of life. So the commandments are life itself.
So all them pastors talking about the law is done away with, they are a liar. They are a liar. Give me Jeremiah 20 and 14. Because Most High is teaching you his law. He's telling you my law is still staying.
That's right.
He's just telling you the sacrificial law is done away with. That's it. Everything else is still attached. Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not covet. Thou shalt not lie. All that's still attached. Only one thing is not attached is the sacrificial law. And Christ came to fulfill that when he laid down his life for the nation of Israel, not for everybody. Read.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 14 and verse 20. Cursed be the day wherein I was born.
He said, cursed what?
Cursed be the day Cursed be the day wherein I was born.
See, all of y'all want to celebrate your birthday. The Most High said, read that again.
Cursed be the day wherein I was born.
When you was born, you was cursed. You came into this world cursed. Them curses hit you when you first came out of your mama's womb. So why you want to celebrate? And the Most High said, read it again.
Cursed be the day wherein I was born.
He said, cursed wherein. Read it again.
Cursed be the day wherein I was born.
And keep on.
Let not the day wherein my mother bare me be blessed.
See? When your mama, when our mother birthed us, she thought it was a blessed thing. But the Most High told us right here, it's a cursed thing. Because we came in, we was cursed when we came in this world. These curses fell on us. So the Most High telling you, you cannot celebrate birthdays. I want you to read this. Right there.
You know, man lost his son for celebrating his birthday.
Exactly.
All right.
Watch this.
The highest of all holidays in the satanic religion.
Read that again on top.
The highest of all holidays.
He said, it said the highest holiday
in the satanic religion is the date of one's own birth.
Woo! And that's birthdays. That's the highest. Everybody on this planet is going to celebrate their birthday. But the article said it's a satanic religion is the date of one's own birth. That's a satanic. That's a demonic. That's a demonic. You want to celebrate your birthday. You want to pop bottles. You want to be up there, want to twerk and all that stuff. But that's a satanic day. That's the most highest holiday that anybody who doing and celebrating his birthday. Read up.
Every man is God if he chooses to recognize himself as one.
See? You is not a God. You is not God. You is not God. See, everybody who want to celebrate, he said what? Recognize.
Every man is
every
God if he chooses to recognize himself as one.
Is every man is a God? No. We are gods. The Israelites, if we come to keep these laws, statutes, and commandments, but not celebrating these birthdays.
Let's go and give it all to him.
Okay.
So the Satanist celebrates it. See that word? The Satanist.
Satanist.
It didn't say Israelites. It didn't say people. It said Satanist celebrates his own birthday as the most important holiday of the year. And y'all know what that means. Y'all put your birthday higher than anything.
Right. Exactly.
Despite the fact that some of us may not have been wanted, or at least were not particularly planned. We're glad, even if no one else is, that we're here. You're celebrating yourself. You should give yourself a pat on the back. Buy yourself whatever you want. Treat yourself like the king or God that you are. And generally celebrate your birthday with as much pomp and ceremony as possible. That means big spectacle. Oh, now we're going to the club. We getting bottles with sparklers.
Right.
We getting VIP. We getting it all. After one's birthday, the two major satanic holidays are, I can't even pronounce that one. And the last one is Halloween.
It's Halloween and birthday, right?
Yeah, there's two. There's three of them total, but I don't know Walpurgisnacht and Halloween. I can't even pronounce that. How you know I'm not a Satanist? I can't speak that language.
So that's the highest day, holiday. It's satanic religion is the day of one's own birth. The Most High said he's a jealous God. Did he say that? So if the Most High is a jealous God, the Most High telling you cannot worship yourself. Can you make your own hair on your head gray? White? Can you wake yourself up every morning? No, you can't. Because the Most High do that. He is the most, that's why he got that name, the Most High. Because there ain't no God above him, next to him, none. He said, I'm a God by myself. So you don't need to be celebrating birthdays. Israel, you don't want to acknowledge that. Because the world do it, you don't have to do it. Right. Christ didn't do it, you don't have to do it. Because we supposed to follow Christ. Christ didn't celebrate no birthday. He was here for 33 years. He didn't celebrate now birthday. Show me that in the Bible that Christ celebrate birthdays. You ain't gonna find it because he didn't do it.
Say never gonna get it, never gonna get it.
Ain't never gonna do it. Give me Genesis chapter 40 and verse 20. Because you gotta understand, this thing is serious. The Most High don't like that. When you try to self-worship like you are God. Like you wake up in the morning and you give your own self bread. Like you put your own food on your own on your table. The Most High do that. You can't take nothing from the Most High God.
At all. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 40, and verse 20. And it came to pass the third day, which was Pharaoh's birthday, that he made a feast unto all his servants.
You see the heathen? He said, Pharaoh was not an Israelite. He was a Hamite. So he can do that. But the message in the scripture, the Most High is showing us we don't supposed to do that. Let them do that. You don't do that. You don't, because he celebrated his birthday, you don't celebrate your birthday. Read out.
And he lifted up the head of the chief butler and the head of the Shalak. They had a feast on the servants, and he lifted up the head of the chief butler and the chief baker among his servants. And he restored the chief butler unto his butlership again, and he gave the cup unto Pharaoh's hand. But he hanged the chief baker as Joseph had interpreted to them.
Yeah. Because Joseph interpreted the dream that he was gonna kill. He was gonna be killed. The chief was that the chief baker. He was gonna get killed. But he's telling you right here, Pharaoh celebrate his birthday. Now, he said the Israelites celebrate your birthday. He said them Hamites celebrate their birthday. He didn't say the Israelites celebrate your birthday, you so-called blacks, you so-called Mexican, you so-called Native American, Indian descent. He didn't tell you to do that. But the other nations, they can do that. Because we got the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. We got the creator of all creators, Lord of Lord, King of King. Give me Job 3:3. So we can't be like the other nation. We cannot go and do what the other nation do.
Right. This is the book of Job, chapter 3 and verse 3. Let the day perish wherein I was born.
He said, let the day perish. So that when your day come, when you was born, let that day perish. Just ignore that day like it was just another day. Read.
And the night in which it was said, there is a man-child conceived.
Now, he said, let the day perish wherein I was born. So that day when your birthday come around, let that day pass. Let that day, it's just another day. He didn't tell you to go to celebrate. He didn't tell you to go in the club and kick it. Oh. He didn't tell you to go and twerk, have a twerk show.
Let's see what he said. He said, okay, let that day be as darkness.
Darkness.
Let not God, mean the Most High, let not the Most High regard it from above, neither let the light shine upon it.
See, on your birthday, even the light can't shine on it. The Most High said, don't let the light shine on it, nothing but darkness. Because that's self-idol worship. You worship a birthday. You worship yourself. You not worship the Most High God. You put yourself on that one day above God. You can't do that, Israel. Give me Job 7:1. We're going to keep this thing rolling.
This is the book of Job, chapter 7 and verse 1.
Uh-huh.
Is there not an appointed time to a man upon earth?
Uh-huh.
Are not his days also like the days of an hireling?
Uh-huh.
As a servant earnestly desires the shadow, and as the hireling looketh for the reward of his work.
He's saying that day on your birthday, you can't see on your birthday, you're looking for everything. You're looking for food. You're looking for the gathering. You're looking for the drink.
Woman gotta cater to you.
For real.
Mama gotta cater to you. You even want your daddy to bow down like you the king.
Like, right.
It's my birthday, daddy. Don't know what.
And you ain't nothing. The Most High is looking at that, looking at you like, looking at you like, ain't he serious? Oh, he's serious? He gonna put himself over me?
Look.
This one day? Wow.
But I took care of you for 40 years.
Exactly.
Now you better than me.
Give me Matthew chapter 14 and 6.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 14 and verse 6. But when Herod's birthday was kept.
See, every time he said it was Pharaoh, we just read Pharaoh just celebrated his birthday. Now he said Edomite, Herod birthday. See, them is the heathen. They not Israel. It's not saying Israel celebrating birthday. They telling you the heathen is celebrating their birthday. Read up.
But when Herod's birthday was kept, the daughter of Herodias danced before them and pleased Herod.
She pleased him on his special day. Now, it's something people come right behind it. Read it to all the way to 11, verse 11.
All right.
Watch this.
Whereupon he promised with an oath to give her whatsoever she would ask.
See, he was so caught up. He was caught up in his birthday. He was, you know what I'm saying? He was celebrating. He was drinking wine. And he was eating, you know what I'm saying, in the feast, eating good food. Now his feeling got, well, just dance for me one more time. Twerk for me one more time, and I'll give you anything. Read up.
And she, being before instructed of her mother, said,
look, she went to her mother, her wicked ass mother. Asked her mother, Mother, what shall I ask him to kill me? He told me he'll give me anything if I twerk for him, because the day his birthday. Read.
Before instructed of her mother said, give me here John Baptist's head in a charger.
See, now, John the Baptist was an Israelite. John the Baptist was preaching in the wilderness. He was telling them, hey, you can't do this, you can't do that. And they put John in prison. Now, the woman, it was so evil towards John. He told, you know what I'm saying, that was right her at it, right up. It was right, it fell right in her lap. Yeah, give me John the Baptist's head. Tell him, give me John the Baptist's head, and you'll dance for him. You'll twerk for him on his birthday. See, an Israelite got killed on a birthday of a heathen. On a whim. On a birthday. Read up.
So that was just wicked as it could be.
Exactly.
And the king was sorry.
Look, he not even sorry, like, damn. Excuse my language. He like, damn. I messed up. Cause I was so infatuated and lusted on her because she was twerking, and I told her, see, I'll give her anything.
She was on the T's on the T.
Yeah.
You can have whatever you like.
Right. Now he's sorry because he know he messing with a prophet. He finna kill an Israelite. A prophet. Read.
Nevertheless, for the oath's sakes, and them which sat with him at meat, he commanded it to be given her.
Giving John the Baptist's head to her. Because you got a lot of people around him when he told her that was an oath. So he couldn't go back on his word.
Couldn't go back on it.
And you know what? And them Edomites go back on their word. They made a lot of promises until our forefathers. What they do?
Well, my 40 acres and mule land, I ain't getting to inherit that.
Yeah, you got a 40 hours. You ain't getting no acres. You got 40 hours.
Yeah, that's right. They give you that 40 hours all day long.
All day long. They give you that 40 hours. But they gonna give you that 40, that mule and that 40 acres. Because if you get that mule and that 40 acres, you can make things happen.
You don't need them no more.
You don't need it. They know this. Read up.
Yeah. Ooh. I lost the slide.
Number 9, start at 9.
Oh no. Turn my page, that's what it was. And the king was sorry, nevertheless, for the oath's sake, and them which sat with him at meat, he commanded it to be given to her. And he sent and beheaded John in the prison.
Cut the prophet John head off. But John already knew that he must decrease and Christ had to increase. He knew this here. He did the job. His work was finished. But it was just the way it happened. It was wicked. Right. It was a wicked way that John's head got beheaded because the mama had a lot of evil towards John because John was telling the truth.
Because I tell you the truth, am I now your enemy?
Yes.
Yes.
Keep reading to 11.
And his head was brought in a charger and given to the damsel, and she brought it to her mother. Gave it,
look, they went to one end to another. John's head was on a platter. Why you want a man's head on a platter Man, you know what? I would have dropped the tray and everything. I'm like, man, I want this. That's how you know they are wicked as hell.
They want to prove it wasn't good enough that he said he died. No, she wanted to see his head.
She wanted to see the head.
It was a trophy.
That was a trophy.
And probably boiled and ate it with
For real. John's head was on a platter. She gave it to the daughter, and the daughter gave it to the mother. And the mother was happy. But Christ had to increase. And what? John had to decrease. Everything happened for a reason. Give me Job 1, chapter 1, verse 3 through 5. Job chapter 1.
This is Job chapter 1 and verse 3. His substance also was 7,000 sheep, 3,000 camels, and 500 yokes of oxen, and 500 she-asses, and a very great household. So that this man was the greatest of all the men of the east.
See, Job was the greatest man all in the east. He was a rich man. The Most High blessed this man. Read.
And his son went and feasted in their houses, everyone his day.
Everyone his what?
Everyone his day.
Say, when he said everyone his day, that means they celebrate birthdays. Everyone his day. His sons went in their home and started celebrating their birthdays. Keep reading now.
Feasted in the house, and sent and called for their 3 sisters to eat and to drink with them.
If you come and eat and drink, you like, I'm not going to participate. But if you sit down and eat and drink with them, you already participate with that. You already indulge in that. Read.
And it was so, when the days of their feasting were gone about, that Job sent and sanctified them, and rose up early in the morning and offered burnt offering.
Why Job had to do this? Because his sons and his daughters went off and did a sin, worship birthdays. And Job had to get up early in the morning and sacrifice burnt offering to the Most High God. Do you know what I'm saying? Read out.
Offered burnt offerings according to the number of them all. For Job said, it may be that my sons have sinned.
He said, my son have sinned. What he said? They celebrate birthday. It's my birthday. It's my birthday. It's my birthday. Woo! But you didn't know your father got up. He knew what you was doing. He had to get up and sacrifice. He had to make a sacrifice to the Most High God. So the Most High God didn't kill you, but the Most High God still did it.
Right.
Read on out.
And it may be that my sons have sinned and cursed God in their hearts.
And curse what?
Curse God in their hearts.
Curse God in their mind. David said, I don't care. I don't care. I'm going to still do what I want to do. And you know your father worshiped the Most High God. And you want to curse God in your mind?
In your father's house.
In your father's house?
Why, Daddy had to go make some cake. I'm sorry.
Wow.
I'm sorry, Lord.
Wow. Read on.
Oh, I went on to the next.
I
think that was it.
Okay. Go to Ecclesiastes 7:1.
This is Ecclesiastes 7:1. A good name.
A good what?
A good name.
A good name
is better than precious ointment.
A good name is better than precious ointment. Keep on reading.
And the day of death than the day of one's birth.
He said the day of death than the day of one birth. The Most High telling you, do not celebrate birthdays. And he keeps saying death. Death. That's why I named this class. Birthday is death. And the Most High God just said, death than the day of one birth. Do not celebrate birthdays. It's so easy. It's just another day. And you're supposed to give the praise, all the praise to the Most High God on your day of birth. That he let you see another day.
See it.
Go to Ecclesiastes 7 and 8. You get some more on it.
Oh, okay.
7 and 8.
This is verse 8. Better is the end of the thing than the beginning thereof.
Uh-huh.
And the patient in spirit is better than the proud in spirit.
See, he said, better is the end of the thing than the beginning thereof. Because in the beginning, when you came, you birthed. That was a curse. When you cried, you cried because the curse was on you.
And really what it is, you're defenseless.
Yes.
When you first come in, you don't know nothing, you're defenseless, you're completely dependent. Anybody can do anything to you. Then you have to grow up and see the horrors of what they were trying to protect you from. But, we so hard-headed, we want to run to every horror and abhorrent thing.
Right. Give me Deuteronomy
18 and 10.
18 and 10.
I'm there.
Deuteronomy 14.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 18 and verse 10.
Read.
There shall not be found among you anyone that maketh his sons or his daughters to pass through the fire.
You look, you up here celebrate, you got your kids. I'm just doing it for the kids. You passing your kids through the fire.
That's right.
You telling your kids it's okay to celebrate birthdays. And you know better. You letting your kids pass through the fire. Why are you doing that, Israel? You say you love the kids, but you letting your kids going pass through the fire. And the Most High told you not to celebrate birthday. But you say, oh, it's just the kids. They don't know better. Yes, they do.
That's because our wicked pastors never taught. We were never taught our birthday was wrong.
Right.
That's why they passed it, because they went through the fire.
Right.
Of course, now we join hand in hand. We're just going to walk through it together due to ignorance, lack of knowledge. You have a zeal of God, but not according to knowledge.
According to the knowledge. Read.
Woo. Get,
Pass through the fire on 10.
So, or use divination, or an observer of times, or an enchanter, or a witch.
See?
Or
Witches.
Yeah.
Well, them horoscopes.
Yeah.
All type of stuff. You know what? These people is so bugged out. They believe in horoscope. They like, what's your sign? Well, my sign said I can get along with a Sagittarius or a Taurus. I ain't never heard of that before. I used to be like that. Well, I'm a Gemini, so I get along with a Cancer, a Pisces, an Aries.
The Scorpio's got a real bad name out there.
Read on.
Or charmer, or consulter with familiar spirits, or wizards, or necromancer. For all that do these things are an abomination.
He said, all who do all these things is an abomination. It's an abomination to the Most High God. You up here, you looking up on your birthday, and you a Leo, you believe all this stuff they talking about. And you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it is.
Keep reading now.
an abomination unto the Lord. And because of these abominations, the Lord thy God doth drive them out from before thee.
He drives you out. He kicking you out. Read.
Thou shalt be perfect with the Lord thy God.
Thou shalt be what?
Thou shalt be perfect with the Lord thou God.
We shall be perfect with the Lord thy God. Lord thy God. Mean, well, keep the law, statute, and commandment. Do it and be obedience to the Most High God. Read.
I think that's all on that.
On 14?
You want
Yeah,
14? Okay. For these nations which thou shalt possess, hearken unto observers of time, and unto diviners. But as for thee, the Lord thy God hath not suffered thee so to do.
All these things that the Most High just spoke in this scripture, we don't supposed to be doing. We don't supposed to do none of that. You want to go get your palm read and want to deal with witches and look at all different type of zodiac signs and all that stuff there because of your birthday. That's wicked.
Fortune tellers, I want you to get in contact with my Uncle Louie on the other side. Dealing with me.
This is the last precept. Give me Isaiah chapter 47, verse 13 and 14.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 13. Thou art weary.
47.
47
yeah,
and 13.
47,
Yeah.
verse 13.
Yeah. Okay. Thou art weary in the multitude of thy counsel. Let now the astrologers and the stargazers, the monthly prognosticators, stand up and save thee from these things that shall come upon thee. Verse 14. Behold, they shall be as stubble. The fire shall burn them. They shall not deliver themselves from the power of the flame.
No, but when you celebrate your birthday, you putting yourself over God. But you supposed to be a God.
They shall not deliver themselves from the power of the flame. There shall not be a coal to warm at, nor fire to sit before it.
Give me a law.
Oh, you need a law? Hold on, let me go and get you a law real quick. Let me pull my brother.
Israel, birthday is dead. The Most High, we went into the scriptures. The scripture tells you celebrate birthdays, it's gonna be dead. You probably have fun that one night. What about the next night? And then death be knocking at your door. Some people, they don't even make it to the next day. Some people, the Most High, they take them out right then and there. Because the Most High means business. He don't have time to play. Stop celebrating birthdays and come and keeping the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High God. Like I said before, Christ didn't come and celebrate birthdays, and he was here for 33 years. He never celebrated birthdays, his own birthday. You got something?
We'll keep it simple.
What Proverbs is? Proverbs be the real law. Even not.
All right. We just gonna go this one, right?
Yeah, look, Proverbs 3 and 31.
My Proverbs.
Yeah.
31.
That's gonna be the best law right there. Cause you see the so-called white man or other heathen do, you don't do. Monkey see, monkey don't do.
Hey.
I'm not calling you a monkey, but you know what I'm saying, that's an old quicker term.
That is. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 3 and verse 31. Envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways.
Choose none of his ways. Don't choose his 4th of July. Don't choose his Labor Day. Don't choose his killing Thanksgiving. Don't choose his Halloween. Don't choose his Christmas. And don't choose his
Thanksgiving, Easter,
New Year's.
Oh yeah, that's
None of that stuff. And with that, I say shalom.
Shalom.